In this video, we're going to talk more about the practice science strategy engaging in the process of science. Learning about science should happen over time. This is the process of science. When thinking of science experiences, focus on creating a series of activities that builds learning versus one-and-done activities. Think of the process of science as a strategy for planning high-quality science experiences. As we learn about science phenomena over time, learning should build on the ideas and observations that came in the previous activity. Similar to a KWL chart that you might already use in your classroom, the process of science strategy asks 4 basic questions. What do we know? What do we wonder? What more do we want to know? And what have we learned? Before starting to explore a new science phenomenon, it is important to find out what children already know. When asking the process of science question, what do we know? Support children as they describe what they know. For example, can you tell me what you know about seeds? Or what have you noticed about something that they've observed recently in nature? Children can use their 5 senses to observe, sort, compare, and communicate the characteristics of the thing being explored. For instance, some seeds are big, while some seeds are little. Asking children what they have noticed in their surroundings encourages them to notice details while they observe and describe their surroundings. Your role in the process of science is to explore with children and listen to their questions, not answer their questions for them. After establishing what we know, it is important to allow children to predict and explore by asking the process of science question, what do we wonder? Support children as they explore and learn how to ask questions that can be investigated, make predictions, conduct experiments, make observations, and report and discuss their findings. While children explore, support them as they think and talk about what they are observing. They should be allowed to explore with hands-on experiences that allow them to figure out the answer to their questions on their own. Don't forget to revisit children's predictions in small group. Next, support children as they explain what they have learned so far and prompt them to ask new questions by asking the 3rd process of science question, what more do we want to know? This is also an opportunity to extend learning by reading a book or helping children to make new observations by sharing and categorizing items brought from home based on what they have learned. Finally, we support children as they integrate and reflect on what they have learned by asking the process of science question, what have we learned? You might even design a new learning experience to explore new questions they've asked. Now that you've learned about the practice science strategy engaging children in the process of science, let's take a moment to review what we've learned. Always start the process of science by identifying a phenomenon. Remember, these are observable events. Once you have a phenomenon identified, engage children in the process of science by creating a series of learning experiences that build on prior learning. Each learning experience asks a different process of science question. What do we know? What do we wonder? What more do we want to know? And what have we learned? Using this process for science learning allows children opportunities to ask questions, make observations and predictions, collect data, and more. For more ideas, check out your PE's teaching guide.